Hello, and welcome back to the Natural English Podcast. My name is Alex, and I am here with Sarah today.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Alex. I am happy to talk with you again.
So, how are you today, listener? Are you maybe at work, or on the way to class, or just relaxing at home?
Wherever you are, it is great that you are here, listening in English, step by step.
Today, we want to talk about small problems. Not big problems, just little things at work or in class. For example, you do not understand a task, or your computer does not work, and you feel a bit stressed.
Yeah, maybe your printer stops, and it makes a funny noise, and you think, oh no, what do I do now? Or maybe your teacher gives homework, and you are not sure what you have to do.
These things are very normal. They happen to everybody. And today, we will practice how to talk about these problems and how to ask for help in a kind and polite way.
And do not worry, we will go slowly with easy words so you can follow and speak with us in your head.
I have a little listening challenge for you. In this episode, we will use one very useful phrase. The phrase is, "Could you help me with this?" I will say it again, slowly. Could you help me with this?
Nice and simple. Could you help me with this? You can even whisper it now, if you want, just to practice your mouth.
Your job, your small mission today is to listen for this phrase. Could you help me with this? Try to notice who says it first in the conversations later. Is it me, Alex, or is it Sarah?
So just keep it in your mind, like a little card. Could you help me with this? We will explain it more later, but for now, only listen and notice.
In this episode, we will listen to short example conversations between people at work and in class. Then we will look at some key phrases, and at the end, we will practice together. We want you to sound natural, not like a robot.
Yes, later we will even show some very stiff English, like a little bit too formal, and then we will show a more friendly, natural way to say the same thing.
But first, we just want to say it is okay to ask for help. At work, at school, everybody needs help sometimes. Even native speakers, even teachers, even your boss.
Really, it does not mean you are stupid. It just means you want to do the job well, and you want to understand. That is a good thing.
So, Sarah, do you remember a small problem you had at work? A little thing, not a big drama?
Oh yes, I remember one day. I could not log in to my work email. I tried and tried. I changed the password. I turned the computer off and on. Nothing worked. I felt a bit silly.
Ah, I know that feeling. You think, maybe I forgot something, maybe I did something wrong. What did you do then?
In the end, I went to my colleague and I said, very simple, "Excuse me, I cannot log into my email. Can you check it for me?" And he laughed and said, "Oh, Sarah, the system is down for everyone. It was not my fault at all."
That is funny, and also a little bit relaxing, right? You see, even you, a native speaker, needed to ask for help in a simple way.
Exactly. And that is why we want to help you. Today, you will learn how to say your problem in easy English and how to ask for help politely, so you can feel calm even when something is not working.
Later in the episode, we will also look at one new word, polite. Polite means you speak in a kind, respectful way. For example, instead of saying, "Help me," you say, "Could you help me with this, please?"
Yeah, polite English is important at work and with teachers too. It makes people want to help you more.
So, we all have small problems at work or in class. That is normal. But how can we say the problem in English? What are some simple words to talk about these things?
In the next part, we will share easy phrases for common work and school problems. Listen on and try to catch those simple problem phrases. And of course, listen again for, "Could you help me with this?"
Okay, so now we will learn some very simple words and short phrases to talk about problems. Small problems, everyday problems, at work or in class. Not big, serious problems, just little things in your day, like the computer is not okay, or you do not understand your homework. Sarah, can you help us with some easy, useful phrases?
Yes, of course. So, we will keep it very simple, very clear. The first phrase is, I have a problem with, and then the thing. I have a problem with something. For example, I have a problem with the printer.
Okay. That sounds really useful. Can you say that again a little slowly? Maybe twice for the listener.
Sure. Listen, I have a problem with the printer. One more time. I have a problem with the printer. You can change printer to many things. For work, you can say, I have a problem with the computer. For school, you can say, I have a problem with my homework.
Right, so this is a nice pattern. I have a problem with the printer, the computer, my homework, my phone, many things.
Exactly. And it sounds calm, not too strong, not angry. Just, I have a problem with the printer. So the other person understands, okay, there is some problem here.
Nice. So that is one phrase, I have a problem with. Do we have another easy one?
Yes. Another good one is, something is wrong with, and again you say the thing. Something is wrong with my computer. It means my computer is not okay. There is a problem, but maybe you do not know the reason.
Can you give a couple of examples with that? One for work and maybe one for school?
Sure. For work, you can say, something is wrong with my computer. For school, you can say, something is wrong with this file. I cannot open it. So, something is wrong with means there is a problem, but we are not sure what it is.
Okay, so we have two phrases now. I have a problem with and something is wrong with. Sarah, are these the same? Or is there a small difference?
They are very close. Both are okay. Both are natural. I have a problem with the printer is like you say, I have a problem now with this thing. Something is wrong with the printer is more about the machine. The printer is not okay, but in real life, you can use both. People will understand you.
So if I say, I have a problem with the printer, and if I say, something is wrong with the printer, both are fine. Just a little different focus.
Yes, that is right. And it is good to know both, because maybe one is easier for you to remember in the moment.
Great. Now, I also hear people say, it does not work. Like, the printer does not work. Is that also a good phrase?
Yes, that is another very common one. It does not work. Or when we speak quickly, it sounds like, it does not work. It does not work. This is usually for machines. For example, the printer does not work. Or, the internet does not work.
Okay. So we can say, I have a problem with the printer, or something is wrong with the printer, or the printer does not work. All of them are okay.
Yes, the printer does not work is very direct. It tells us the machine does nothing, no printing. So usually we use it for machines, tools, devices. For example, my mouse does not work. My keyboard does not work. My keyboard does not work.
Nice. So we have some good basic tools for machines at work. Computer, printer, mouse, internet. Now, what about class problems? Like, when I do not understand something.
Yes, that is really important. In class or in a meeting, you can say, I do not understand this. Or a little longer, I do not understand this homework. I do not understand this exercise. It is simple, but very clear.
Can you say that homework one slowly, twice, so people can repeat it in their head?
Of course. Listen, I do not understand this homework. One more time. I do not understand this homework. And you can change homework to lesson, or part. For example, I do not understand this part.
And sometimes I hear people say, I am confused, or I am confused, or I am confused about this part. Is that similar to I do not understand?
Yes, it is very close. Confused means your mind is not clear. Things are mixed. So you can say, I am confused about this part, or I am confused about this homework. It is a soft way to say, I do not understand well.
So, for a school or training problem, I can say, I do not understand this exercise, or I am confused about this part. Both sound okay.
Yes, and teachers or coworkers will understand and can help you. It is much better than just sitting there, quiet and feeling lost.
This makes me think of a funny little story. I remember one learner many years ago in a computer class. The computer stopped, it froze, and the learner felt very nervous. They did not know the words.
Oh, I can imagine that feeling. So what did they do?
They just stood up and said, problem, problem, problem. And they moved their hands like this big wave, very strong. Everyone looked at them. The teacher looked scared. No one knew what problem. Where is the problem?
Yes, that happens a lot. And it is stressful for the learner. If they could say just one short sentence like, I have a problem with my computer, it is so much easier. It is calm, clear. The teacher thinks, okay, I understand. I will go to your desk and check the computer.
So these fixed phrases, they are like little safe tools. When you feel nervous, your brain is scared, you can take one of these tools. I have a problem with my computer. The printer does not work. I do not understand this part. And you sound more relaxed.
Exactly. You do not need long grammar. Just one short, full sentence. It helps you, and it helps the other person. They know what is wrong, and they can help you faster.
Okay, before we move on, let us do a very quick mini review. If you can, repeat quietly after me. I will pause a little.
Good idea. I will listen and also repeat in my head.
First one, I have a problem with the printer. Your turn. One more, I have a problem with my homework. And again, your turn.
Nice. So that pattern is very flexible. Work and school.
Next one, something is wrong with my computer. Your turn. And now for school, something is wrong with this file. Your turn.
Good. So now you can point to the thing and say that sentence when there is a problem.
Last one for class problems. I do not understand this exercise. Your turn. And one more. I am confused about this part. Now you.
Great. So now you can tell people about a small problem with a machine or with a task or with homework. Very simple English.
Now we know how to say our problem. We can tell people, I have a problem with my computer, or I do not understand this homework. But how can we ask another person for help in a polite way?
Yes, and you might remember our listening challenge phrase, could you help me with this? In the next part, we will learn more polite help phrases, and you will hear them in a small, real conversation. I will also show you the difference between very robot English and more natural English.
So, now we want to ask for help, but we want to do it in a polite way, in a soft way, at work or in class.
Right. In English, we usually do not sound strong or bossy. We try to sound kind and friendly, especially with a teacher or a boss or a new colleague.
Yeah. So today, we will learn some short, polite help phrases. Easy phrases you can really use.
Okay, let me share some. I will say them slowly. You can just listen now. First phrase, could you help me with this? Again, could you help me with this?
Nice and simple.
This is great at work. For example, you are in the office. You do not know how to send a big file. You can say, hey, could you help me with this? Here, hey is casual, friendly, and the rest is polite and soft.
So you are not giving an order. You are not saying, help me. You are asking in a nice way.
Exactly. Second phrase. Can you show me how to do this? One more time. Can you show me how to do this?
That one is good when you want to learn the steps, right?
Yes. For example, with a colleague at work, maybe you do not know how to use a new program. You can say, can you show me how to do this? Here, the word show means please demonstrate. Please do it so I can watch and learn.
So, show is not only with your eyes. It is also teaching, step by step.
Yes, that is right. Okay, next one. This is very useful in a classroom. Could you explain this part, please? Slowly. Could you explain this part, please?
Nice. And explain just means say it in another, more simple way.
Yes. For example, you are in English class. There is a grammar exercise. You look at one sentence and you are not sure. You can say to your teacher, could you explain this part, please? Not the whole page, just one part.
Good. Do we have one more, maybe for homework?
Yes, very simple. Can you help me with my homework, please? Again, can you help me with my homework, please?
And this one you can use with a classmate or maybe a family member too.
Exactly. Not only in school. So, all of these phrases are short. Could you help me with this? Can you show me how to do this? Could you explain this part, please? Can you help me with my homework, please? They are simple, but they sound very polite.
Now, I want to do something fun. A little game. Robot versus natural.
Oh, I like this one.
Okay, I will be the robot. I will say a very stiff, very formal sentence. It is correct, but it sounds strange in daily life. Listen, I wish to receive your assistance with this problem.
Wow, that sounds like a letter from 100 years ago. Or maybe a robot in a movie.
No one in a normal office talks like that.
So, we can make it natural. Simple. You can just say, could you help me with this? Same idea. Much easier. Much more friendly.
Okay, one more robot line. Listen to this. Please explain this question to me now.
That one is not terrible, but it still feels a bit strong. Now can sound like an order. Like you are the boss.
Yeah, it sounds a little pushy.
So we can make it softer. For example, can you explain this question, please? Or, could you explain this part, please? Short, clear, and kind.
So for you, as an A2 learner, it is better to use these small, friendly sentences. They are easy to remember, and they sound very natural.
Yes, you do not need big, long words to be polite. Just simple English with a soft voice.
Okay, now let us put this into a short work dialogue. I will be the worker. Sarah, you can be my colleague.
All right, I am ready.
Listen to the small story. Hi, Sarah. I have a problem with the printer. It does not work. Could you help me with this?
Sure. No problem. Let me see. Now I will say my line again, a bit slower. Sure. No problem. Let me see.
I will also repeat my part once. Hi, Sarah. I have a problem with the printer. It does not work. Could you help me with this?
Good. This is a very real office moment. You say what the problem is. Then you add your polite request.
Now, let us do a classroom mini dialogue. I will be a student. Sarah, you are my teacher.
Okay. I will be Ms. Sarah, the teacher.
Listen. Excuse me, Miss Sarah. I do not understand this exercise. Could you explain this part, please?
Of course. Let me show you. Again, a little slower. Of course. Let me show you.
I will repeat my student line too. Excuse me, Miss Sarah. I do not understand this exercise. Could you explain this part, please?
Nice. Very polite. Very clear.
Let us stop for a second and look at two small words here. Excuse me and please. Why do they matter?
Yeah, these words are small, but very important. Excuse me is a gentle way to start. You use it when you want someone's attention. With a teacher or with a boss, it shows respect. Please is a magic word. It makes the request soft. It tells the other person, I am not ordering you, I am asking kindly.
So when you say, "Excuse me, Miss Sarah, could you explain this part, please?" the teacher feels comfortable. It sounds respectful and warm.
Exactly. Same idea with a manager or with an older colleague. Excuse me at the start, and please at the end. Make your sentence more polite without using difficult words.
Now, before we move on, just think quietly for a moment.
Think about which help phrase you like the most. Maybe, could you help me with this? Or, can you show me how to do this? Or, could you explain this part, please? Which one feels good for you?
And also think where you can use it. At work with a colleague, with your boss, in class with a teacher, or maybe with a friend who helps you study.
You do not need to say it out loud yet. Just choose one in your mind and imagine the real situation.
Because next, we will practice together. You will speak, not only listen.
We will do easy role plays for work and for classroom life. We will use the problem sentences and these polite help phrases. You can copy us and try them yourself.
We heard some example dialogues, but now it is your turn. Let us practice together. Okay, now this part is like a little speaking class just for you. We will do mini role plays. So, I will talk to you. Sarah will talk, and you will talk too. If you are alone, that is okay. You can still speak out loud. When you hear me say, "Your turn," that is your time to speak. You can copy, or you can try your own words. Do not worry about mistakes. Just try.
Yes, think of it like this. We say something, then you answer. So, listen first, then speak when Alex says, "Your turn." One more little thing. Today we use two patterns. Number 1, I have a problem with. Number 2, could you help me with this, please? These two are very useful. We will say them many times.
Great. So, first situation, work, the office. Here is the scene. You are at the office. Your computer does not work. You want help from a colleague. We will practice how to say that.
I will say the useful sentences now. You can listen. Then we will do the role play. So, very slowly. I have a problem with my computer. Again, I have a problem with my computer. Next part, it does not work. And now a polite question. Could you help me with this, please? One more time, a little faster. I have a problem with my computer. It does not work. Could you help me with this, please?
Nice. Okay, now role play. I am your colleague. You talk to me, so I start. Listen. Hi, can I help you? Now, your turn. Say your problem and ask for help. You can use, I have a problem with my computer. It does not work. Could you help me with this, please? Or try your own version. Ready? And your turn.
Good. Good. Now listen to one model answer. I have a problem with my computer. It does not work. Could you help me with this, please? One more time, a little smoother. I have a problem with my computer. It does not work. Could you help me with this, please? You are doing well. It is okay if it is not perfect.
Let us try one more time. Same scene, computer problem. This time, I will ask a slightly different question. Listen. Hey, you look worried. What is wrong? Now, your turn again. Say the problem and ask for help. Think of two parts. Part 1. I have a problem with my computer. Part 2. Could you help me with this, please? Okay, your turn.
Nice job. You are speaking. That is great. We will do a new office problem now. A small one. Not the computer. This time, new word. Printer. A printer is the machine that makes paper copies. For example, the printer is out of paper. Okay? Now we use this in a scene.
All right. New situation. You are still at the office. You want to print a document. But the printer does not work. Maybe it has no paper. Or maybe it is just stuck. You want help. Now Sarah will be your colleague. She will start.
Okay, Listen. Hi, is everything okay with the printer? Now, your turn. Tell me your problem and ask for help. You can say, I have a problem with the printer. It does not work. Could you help me with this, please? Or maybe, I have a problem with the printer. I cannot print. Could you help me with this, please? Choose one. Ready? Your turn.
Good. Keep talking like that. Now I will give you one clear model. Listen and maybe repeat in your head. I have a problem with the printer. I cannot print. Could you help me with this, please? And again. I have a problem with the printer. I cannot print. Could you help me with this, please? Very nice. You are learning a pattern. Just change one word. Computer. Printer. Easy to move.
We will do one more office example. Now the problem is a message. An email. New word here. Email. An email is a message you get on your computer or phone. For example, I got an email from my boss. In this scene, you do not understand an email from your boss. You want someone to explain it.
Yes. So let us try. I am your colleague again. Listen. Hey, you look confused. Is that email okay? Now, your turn. Tell me your problem with the email and ask for help. You can use our pattern. For example, I have a problem with this email. I do not understand it. Could you help me with this, please? Okay, your turn now.
Nice. Now, one model answer from me. I have a problem with this email. I do not understand it. Could you help me with this, please? Again, a bit smoother. I have a problem with this email. I do not understand it. Could you help me with this, please? Great. So that was work. Now, we move to class.
Okay, new place, the classroom. Here is the scene. You are in class. You have homework. But you do not understand the homework. You want help from your teacher. We will use almost the same pattern, just small changes.
I will be the teacher now. Listen to me first. Do you have a question? This is a useful teacher sentence. It means, do you want to ask me something? Okay? When I say, do you have a question? Then Alex will say, your turn. And you will talk to the teacher.
Let us try the role play. Teacher first, then you. Then I give a model. Sarah, go ahead.
Here we go. Do you have a question?
Now, your turn. Tell the teacher your problem with the homework and ask for help. You can say something like, I do not understand this homework. Could you explain this part, please? But you can change little things. Okay, your turn.
Good. Now listen to a clear model from Alex. Then you can repeat after him if you want.
Here is the model. Yes, I do not understand this homework. Could you explain this part, please? And one more time. Yes, I do not understand this homework. Could you explain this part, please? Very good. You see, problem first, then polite request.
We will try one more classroom situation. This time, maybe you cannot see the board very well. Maybe you sit far away, or the word is too small. You want to tell the teacher, and you want help.
Yes, so the scene, you are in class. You cannot see the word on the board. You want the teacher to help, maybe write bigger, or say the word again. Now Sarah is the teacher. She will start. Listen.
Do you have a question? Now, your turn. Tell the teacher your problem and ask for help. You can try. I have a problem. I cannot see the board. Could you write it bigger, please? Or another idea like that. Okay, your turn.
Nice. Here is one model from Sarah now. Listen and think about the pattern.
I have a problem. I cannot see the board. Could you write it bigger, please? Again, I have a problem. I cannot see the board. Could you write it bigger, please? Good work. You are really practicing speaking.
Before we finish this practice, let us do a quick review. Now, you choose. Think of one full sentence you liked, from work, or from class. Any one full sentence. Say it out loud. I will give you some time. Your turn.
Nice. Now we give you 2 example sentences. One for work, one for class. Listen carefully. These are like little models you can keep.
Here is the work sentence. I have a problem with this email. I do not understand it. Could you help me with this, please?
And here is the class sentence. I do not understand this homework. Could you explain this part, please? These are very useful. You can change email or homework to your own words.
You did really good practice. You spoke. You tried. That is the most important thing. Now, let us think about your real life. In the next part, we will help you connect these sentences to your own work or school. We will think about one real problem you might talk about in English.
Yes, I will ask you some easy questions so you can use this language for your own situation. Okay, when you are ready, we can go to the next chapter.
So, this is our last part for today. The last chapter of this episode. We will just take a breath together and think about you and your real life. No new big ideas now, only review, only small next steps.
Yeah, we did a lot already. We talked about small problems at work and in class. We learned how to say the problem and how to ask for help in a kind, polite way. And we practiced short, little dialogues together.
Now, I want to move the focus to you, to your real life. Not a textbook, not a fake story, your life. Sarah will ask some questions, very simple questions. After each question, you can think quietly. You can also pause the podcast if you want more time, okay?
All right, let us think together. First question, do you work or are you a student or both? Just think and say it softly in English. Maybe you say, I work in a shop. I am a student. Or, I work and study.
You can pause now if you want and say your answer out loud. Even very quietly, it is okay.
Next question. What small problems do you have at work or in class? Maybe your internet is slow. Maybe you do not understand a new rule. Maybe you do not understand your homework. Or maybe a machine does not work well.
Take a moment and think about one real problem. Just one. A small, normal problem. Not a big life problem. Something simple, but real for you.
Now, I want you to choose that one problem and say it in English. You can use this structure. I have a problem with plus your thing. For example, I have a problem with my homework. Or, I have a problem with the printer.
Or you can use I do not understand and then the thing. Like, I do not understand this email. Or, I do not understand the new rule. So now, please say one real sentence from your life.
You can pause the podcast right here and say your sentence, maybe 2 or 3 times. Go slowly. It is okay if it is not perfect. Simple English is totally fine.
Okay, now that you have your real problem, I want to tell you one more little story from my work. A time when I felt a bit nervous, but asking for help made it better.
I am curious to hear this one.
So, one day at my old job, my boss sent a long email, many words, many numbers. I read it, and honestly, I did not understand one part. There was a table with dates and times. I felt a bit stupid, a bit shy. I thought, maybe it is only me. Maybe everyone else understands.
I know that feeling. It is not nice.
Yeah, but then I thought, okay, I will just ask. So I went to my coworker and I said, very simple, I have a problem with this email. I do not understand this part. Could you help me with this? And you know what? He smiled and said, oh, I also did not understand it first. Then he explained it to me. It was easy after that. So asking for help really helped me.
Nice. And it shows you do not need perfect words to ask. Just a clear, kind sentence. I have a small story too. This one is about studying. I was in a computer class some years ago. The teacher showed us a new program. Everyone typed very fast. Click, click, click. And me, I was slow. Suddenly, something on my screen disappeared. A window closed, and I did not know why.
Oh no, that moment when the screen does something crazy.
Yes, I felt nervous. I thought, maybe the teacher will be angry. But then, I took a breath. I put up my hand, and I said, "Excuse me, it does not work. Can you show me how to do this?" My teacher came and said, "Oh, it is okay. This is normal." She clicked one button, and it was fixed. She was kind, and I felt better. So, again, simple words, but it helped.
So, for both of us, the important thing was not perfect grammar. It was asking. Being brave in a small way.
And you can do that too in your work or your class.
Before we finish, let us review just a few key phrases. The most useful ones. I will say them, and you can repeat after me. I will leave a small pause. Ready?
Okay, let us do it together.
First, a problem phrase. I have a problem with. Ready? I have a problem with. One more time. I have a problem with.
You can add your real thing. Like, I have a problem with my internet.
Second, another problem phrase. I do not understand this part. Repeat after me. I do not understand this part. And again. I do not understand this part.
Good. Now some help phrases.
Here is a polite question. Could you help me with this? Repeat. Could you help me with this? Repeat. And again. Could you help me with this? Yeah.
Next one. Can you explain this, please? Explain means, tell me in an easy way so I can understand. For example, can you explain this, please? I do not get it.
Let us repeat that. Can you explain this, please? One more time. Can you explain this, please?
And the last one. Can you show me how to do this? Show means you do it, and I watch and learn. For example, can you show me how to do this on the computer?
Repeat with me. Can you show me how to do this? Lie. And again, can you show me how to do this?
Nice. So, you now have problem phrases and help phrases. That is a good little English toolbox for work and school.
Before we say goodbye, Sarah has one small homework idea for you.
Yes, very small homework. Here it is. Number 1, write one real sentence about a problem at work or in class. For example, I have a problem with my homework. Or, I do not understand this rule.
So, one real problem sentence from your life.
Then, number 2, write one polite help question. For example, could you help me with this? Or, can you explain this, please? Can you show me how to do this? Choose one that you like.
And then practice saying both sentences 3 times. Slowly. Out loud if you can. You can even look in a mirror. These sentences can be ready for the next time you have a real problem.
You are not alone when you ask for help. Many people feel shy, but it is normal. And your simple English is good enough.
Thank you for spending this time with us in the Natural English Podcast. We are really happy to practice with you and to be part of your English journey. Thank you for your focus and your courage.
Yes, thank you so much for listening. Come back next time, and we will practice more everyday English together.
Take care, keep practicing, and bye for now.
Bye-bye.